Afternoon all, we're back. Part 2 of the VXR rebuild. Well, take apart for now. As you can see, we're at this point. I've made some brackets to use as engine mounts. Because for some reason Vauxhall decided to put one on. I'm missing the other one, so I don't want to take it off with just the one on, because as we all know, it's going to just flip, and there we go. So yeah, I've put these pair of brackets to go there, and once they're bolted in on both sides, same again here, they're going to go there. Obviously when I've drilled them and put some rebar in them, I've got an engine crane, so that'll help me get it out. But yeah, it's not far now. Not far coming out. And one thing I do want to clear up from the last video I did do, if you observed enough, it annoyed me when I uploaded the video, but I called that an oil pump. It's not an oil pump. I didn't realise until I made the video and uploaded it, it's not an oil pump, it's just the oil filter housing. The oil pump is built into the crank casing on the end. But we all make mistakes and we learn from somewhere. So yeah, that's about where I am now. Once they're drilled and bolted on, we can get the engine out, unplug some more plugs, and see what parts I need for the rebuild basically. Obviously we all know I'm going to need pistons because the state of them things. I'll try and attach them on the video if I can work out what I'm doing. But yeah, we'll see how we get on, eh? And we're back. If I've done it correctly, you've seen pictures of my pistons before this. If I haven't done it correctly, well then you haven't seen pistons before this video. But yeah, today's the day. I've got my crane. I've been lent that nice little tool there. Because if you remember from the last video, I was making brackets for here, which I have done. They're drilled at home waiting, but obviously I've been lent that. So that's perfect. Them little L brackets are going to go onto there, and we're going to get it out. So let's see how far we get, eh? Hopefully it'll be out today, and then split the engine and gearbox, and then we can start delving into the problems of the Corsa VXR, eh? And there we go, folks. Pretty much the VXR doesn't have its own engine anymore. There you go, if you can see that. Yeah, the brackets are working fine. I decided to put the spacers underneath to lift the brackets higher so I could clear the throttle body mounts and clear this bit of plastic here. That is the only thing we are struggling with at the moment. I am bending that plastic there. Ideally I could have done with longer these, or I could have done with winding this way to pick it off then, but if that breaks, it breaks. Nothing's ever going to go that perfect, is it? But hopefully now I can get behind there and I can start unplugging the rest of the loom off, and then split the engine off the gearbox, and away we go, really. But we've got a nice little three-wheeler going on there. But yeah, she's on the way out. The next step is on the floor and separate them pair, which I'll show you hopefully on the next little clip. And there we go. Gearbox off the engine. Engine, well, there. And what I have worked out is that there's a little sensor on the back of the engine that goes in a little hole there, if you can see that hole. I will show you the sensor. I've got it in my car. There. Which doesn't look too pretty, does it? So I'm assuming when the engine's got hot, it's melted that and it's fell inside. Luckily the sensor is okay. That's all protected it. And then, now the gearbox is off, I think that's what's left of the sensor. Well, the bracket that holds the sensor. That's how hot it's been. Yeah, I think it's been hot. Yes, nice to see my my new clutch and flywheel that I bought that I never saw, because I bought it and had it put straight in the car from a garage. Why I didn't do it myself, I don't know, but yeah. So more investigating to find the rest of the sensor and what bracket I'm going to need to buy for the fixing the sensor, which is behind there again. So what is behind there, I don't know. But yeah, like you say, it's off now. Gearbox is off. The list of parts are piling up back here. Like I say, the inlet manifolds there, alternator, starter, what else is new? Pretty much it really for there. Obviously fucking bird shit. But you know how it is, we can't all have these nice big buildings, can't be big warehouses. The loom's all off. Like I say, it's pretty much ready to throw in the boot of the old Corsa and take it home. Because she's now VXR engineless. Got old cardboard cut out there for the bolts. Yeah. And that's it folks, final instalment for today. Engine's out, off there. Who says you can't put two engines in a Corsa C, eh? I think so. Hey, two engines in one car. Proper job. On a corn bag. Oh proper job. But yeah, that'll do for today. Gearbox out on its own. Empty engine bay. Ready for parts basically. But yeah, there we go. And as a final thing, I appreciate you all watching. If you do like what I'm doing and are interested in what I'm doing, please obviously give us a follow, and I'll update as I get along, because there's plenty more videos to come yet. So if you are interested in what I'm doing, and there will be stuff on this as well, because this is on its 4th engine. It's now running at 1.8. But yeah, so like I say, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time, I guess.